Welcome back to Hoop Historians Podcast. We put basketball in proper perspective. I'm Diddy Knows Ball here with Ray, white boy Chris, man. And today we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna start today off talking about Brandon Miller. Then we're gonna be talking about the playoff picture, the final stretch predictions, and then we're gonna be talking about the top five role players. So we're gonna start with Brandon Miller. So, is everybody familiar with Brandon Miller and the story?
Yep.
So, what have you heard, Chris, about the Brandon Miller story? Before I add my input.
So I just know this is for what I've heard. I'm not trying to make sure I got this right. Is that he was in the car with somebody texting a teammate that was with him for a gun or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And the gun was in the back seat underneath a whole bunch of clothes. But by the time that had happened, he wasn't even in the area. He had already had left.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much what I saw in a nutshell. I mean, at the end of the day, what I haven't heard is if the gun is actually registered to him.
Oh, yeah. It was his registered gun, as they
Oh,
say.
okay,
They say
okay,
it was
okay,
like a
okay,
legal gun.
okay. Well, yeah, that's the only crazy part. The only thing that I can see is that somehow it had to be filed. I don't know how, because it's like if somebody catch a body with your shit. I mean, even though it's it's them, they got it somehow.
Uh, but my
I
only
mean,
thing with
I get the verdict. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shit, hey, I ain't really looked that deep into it, but I mean, I don't even want to get into the politics and the legal side of it. But if we go
uh
like as far as his play or just as far as how he bounced back, I know some people kind of hated the fact that he played, but I'm kind of glad he did, and I'm glad he did it, and I'm glad he did what he did, because bro, like
with
that really shows how tough somebody's mental is to go through something like that and still perform that way.
See, okay, from my perspective, Chris, because you know me, I'm a college and a high school basketball watcher, so I be watching these dudes since they be like 15, bro. Like I'm watching Carlos Boozer's son right now. He 15 years old. He terrorizing high school basketball. But I've been watching Brandon Miller for like since he was in high school. I really first started watching him like around the McDonald's All American season when they was doing the scrimmage. I'm like, damn, this dude 6'9", 7 foot, 7 foot one wingspan. He's a real wing. He kind of in the same mode as a Brandon Ingram. He's in the same mode as a Paul George. Just one of those bigger wings, one of those type guys, right? Like
Yeah,
slender frame, like one of them dudes that you watching him hoop and you like say, man, this dude go be something. So when I first seen him in the scrimmage, McDonald's All American scrimmage, I said, okay, I'm gonna keep up with him. So when he got to Alabama, you know, when the college basketball season start, it's a lot of tournaments at the beginning. Like like let's say Alabama, they play across to the Big East. Like they in the SEC, but like they'll play some Big East teams in a tournament. They'll play some ACC teams. They'll woo woo. And I'm watching for Brandon Miller because I'm looking at Alabama. I'm looking at their roster, looking who they bringing back, who they added, and I'm like, hey, this Alabama team gonna be good. They was coming in ranked number 15 or something like that. Now they rank number one. They rank number two. So when I see that, and then I see his level of play. He established his dominance. He's clearly the best player on Alabama, and he's a two-way. It's like he literally has no flaws in his game. So that's really the main reason why everybody's watching him. This is one of the hallmark draft classes. Every few years you get a hallmark draft class, and this is one of them because you got Victor Wembanyama, you got Scoot Henderson, you got Brandon Miller, you got guys like Cam Whitmore, stuff like that. He's the third prospect. He's ESPN's number 3 prospect, and So everybody's already watching him anyway. But then here we go. He got hit with some N-word stuff. You know, some
Right.
involving a gun, involving a girl, involving a murder, something like that. So I'm like, oh man, his season over. Alabama probably finna go in the tank or whatever, whatever. So they had a game yesterday against South Carolina, and it's another guy named Gigi Jackson. He another top 15 prospect at Brandon Miller's position. So I'm watching the game. I'm saying, okay, I want to see how Brandon Miller respond. Do he act guilty and have a bad game, or like does he not stand up to the moment? And Chris, you know what I seen one of the most impressive college basketball performance I've ever seen. Dude had 41 points. I think he was the only one on his team that was like it was like him and probably like one other person that had over 10 points. And he had 41. So like uh he just didn't fold. Like regardless of everything that's going on, he didn't fold. I don't really kind of know how to feel about him just because it's a nasty situation. But the fact that he was able to get a 41 on the road while people were chanting, you know what they were chanting? Did you watch any of that?
Lock them up.
They was chanting, lock him up. Like the whole situation is unfortunate.
And they wasn't talking about no defense. They just wanted you to get locked up.
Man, did you hear what the scouts came out and said? What the NBA scouts came out and said? You hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh my
But you hear
bad,
what?
my shit was at the janky. But what'd you say?
Did you hear what the NBA scouts came out and said?
No, I didn't.
They said, man, if he's cleared, this do not affect his draft stock.
And it shouldn't.
They said it do
It,
not affect his draft stock.
and it shouldn't. And that's the one thing that I do like as far as basketball because in the NFL, if you do something like that, they gonna hold your feet to the fire and make you go through hell and high water just to clear your name. But if the law say you ain't guilty, the NBA just leave it alone.
And I really don't know how to feel about Brandon Miller right now. Like, what's your opinion on him now? Like, is it like because now I don't know if it's he say, she say, I don't know if it's this, I don't know if it's that, but it's kind of like I
I
can't
mean,
watch
look,
him now without being like, oh man, this dude dude was tied to a girl's murder, and the story was kind of pretty sad too. So it's like I don't know, I don't know how to feel now, man. He kind of I was excited for this dude, bro. Now that's just kind of weird. Now it's just kind of weird.
I feel you. I really do. But with all due respect, I saw Ray Lewis beat a murder case and then come back and win the Super Bowl.
Hey, me and Ray
Sometimes
was talking
great,
about this shit earlier.
sometimes, man, look, I'm a firm believer, nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
Of course, you never want to see anybody in this type of situation. I'm pretty sure, hey, I don't even know how the hell I would feel if I was in that situation. I wouldn't have enough money for that lawyer. So, hey, all I'm saying is, ain't nobody perfect. People fuck up. As long as he's able to move past and learn from this, I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but that is something I wanted to say just because Brandon Miller is going to the NBA next year and he's not going to be a nigga that's going to ride the bench. He's going to come in, he's going to be an impact player. He's going to be a name you will know, just like Paolo. Like like Brandon Miller, I don't know. It's like he's one of the better freshmen in
Well,
terms of
look,
performance and team success.
if they come in and start booing him when he comes to whatever franchise he go to, he's showing me that he can play through it. He does not care.
And that's the crazy part, Chris. Like this whole situation has kind of showed me even more about the dude. It's like, oh yeah, nah, he's locked in. And it's like he was playing like that yesterday. So he dunked on some people. He hit the game time shot to go into overtime. Did he hit the game winning shot in overtime? It's just like if it was a crazy performance, bro. I really, man, I should have texted y'all and been like, bro, y'all need to watch this performance just to see, because like it was just like it just was like, man, everybody's watching. Everybody's watching to see because people didn't even want to play. People was like, man, woo, woo. And then the commentators on ESPN was talking they stuff, and I'm like, oh man, you just know how that shit go, man. They just ain't gonna give them no slack from here on out in the media. I don't think.
Absolutely not.
I feel like he's gonna go into the league of villain. But I feel like this is like he just an interesting story that I just want to bring up. But we can move on now, man. Ray, you
He
there?
built for it. He built for it.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, sir. Hey, Big Gerald. That's how you talk to your y'all. Oh, y'all don't know. My bad.
Come
But we
on
can
now.
move on.
I'm from the era of battle rap.
Oh.
That's how you talk to your
Averb,
son, nigga. That's
Averb
how
was
you
the shit,
talk to your
man.
son.
But this the playoff picture. Ain't nothing really changed. What's the matchup by this current seeding that you see right now that's most interesting that you would like to see?
Anywhere between the number 2 seed and number 7 seed on the West is gonna be an interesting first round.
Uh, what? Damn! Hold on. Let's go back to it. Let's look.
Are we talking about like if it would stay as is and
Yeah,
like
it feels stay as
okay.
is. Like, just what's the
Like just
most?
assuming number 7 from playing actually wins they playing matchup. I'm just
Right, right, right,
assuming
right,
from
right,
that.
right, right.
Yeah. We'll keep it like that. Cause look, the West right now.
I think number 2 is gonna be Memphis and number 7 would be Mavericks.
Mavericks is
Okay,
number
let's talk
six right
about
now.
Mavericks versus
It'd be
Grizzlies.
the
You
Mavericks
said,
and the Kings.
No, I'd be Mavericks and Grizzlies. Kings would be against Timberwolves.
Wait, hold on. Am I looking at the wrong
yeah.
standings?
Unless I don't know. They got the same record, but I don't know who got that 6 seed and who got that 7 seed out of Mavericks and Timberwolves.
I'm using this one just
It's
because of
showing
whatever
that
this
the
thing.
Mavericks got the sixth seed.
Okay.
Let me see. Because the standings, unless the standings change today, I ain't using the standings for today because that shit's a mirror. See, yeah. I don't know, bro. The Mavericks 31-29. The six. See, yeah, we gonna use it how it is on the screen, fool. Cause all that shit jank. I don't know how that shit be changing from woo to woo to woo, but they
I don't
still
know how it changed.
31
They
and
ain't played a
29.
game since last
That,
week.
that yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. We just gonna use it how it is on screen, Chris. Cause I don't know how that shit just be randomly changing here and there, especially with the Timberwolves. Like Timberwolves went from that to not being in at all. I don't know. Unless, yeah, nah. So, because it's on Bleacher Report right now, it's they the 6 seed, the Mavericks are, but nobody's played. Everything is still the same. Like all the whatever. My biggest thing right now with a 2-7 matchup between the Grizzlies and the Mavericks will be uh I don't know if the Maverick it'll be Jaren Jackson. I think Jaren Jackson will be the X factor in that series. Memphis versus Dallas, because I feel like Ja Morant and Desmond Bain is not better than Luca and Kyrie. It's just
Okay,
not
that's what
gonna
it
happen.
is. Minnesota is actually 31-30,
How the
and
hell that happen?
New Orleans is 30-29. So New Orleans is number 7, and Mavericks is number 6, and Minnesota number 8.
Mm.
Because I was like, I know when I was looking at this the other day, that's why I said 2 through 7. So I like New Orleans versus Memphis in that first round gonna be interesting.
So let's talk about it while I fix this damn banner. Then I guess. Damn, I don't see how this shit changed, but whatever. So it was who against who?
New Orleans versus Memphis.
Go and break it down. How do you see it going?
I think when it comes to what Bane and Morant brings to the table, they're gonna have the advantage there from the guard play. But when it comes to the wings and the bigs, I feel that's where and even I think I just think New Orleans role players are going to impact a little bit more than what the Grizzlies role players will bring in the playoffs. Grizzlies, of course, their defense is suffocating for sure. So that'll be more telling in the playoffs too, on how that'll impact the Pelicans role players. Because I don't think the Pelicans, even last year, as good as the Pelicans played, they didn't match up against a defense like the Grizzlies though. So that'll be interesting to see how they respond in a best of seven series against one of the best defense teams in the league.
Chris?
Oh, let me see. Because the West is disgusting still. The West is still disgusting. Uh,
I'll go back and forth while
I'm
I
not
speak
gonna
these guys.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready to see this Sixers and this Knicks matchup.
Yeah, how you feel about the
That's
matchup he just brought up? What matchup you just brought up, right? That boy done changed the
Oh,
whole subject.
I thought
no.
you
Let
was
him talk.
talking.
Let
Oh,
him
I thought
speak
we
on
was
it
like
though.
saying our own little whatchamacallit. Oh, my
No,
bad, my
let him
bad.
speak. Let him
Oh,
speak on
okay,
it
go
though.
ahead.
Well, yeah, I'm interested to see that 76ers and that Knicks matchup,
76ers and the Knicks. You
bro.
want to actually see the 76ers and the Knicks?
The 76ers are 38 and 19. The Knicks are 33 and 27. So
Yeah.
it ain't like they just beating the brakes off of them. But the
No, I ain't.
76ers, but the 76ers really do scare me, bro. Just
That's what I'm
because,
saying.
exactly, it ain't like the Knicks have just been playing terrible.
No, I
So,
really I don't have none. I really kind of enjoy watching the Knicks, bro. As long as Julius,
and I'm
it's really
talking
RJ
about,
Barrett.
but I'm really talking about like that should be a matchup to where like the odds are going to be in the 76ers' favor, like obviously. But I just feel like that game is going to go a lot. Like it's going to take them a lot more games to beat the Knicks than it should. Because I just that's just what Philly do for whatever reason. It never fails. So I just need to see more out of them. That's what I mean when I say I want to see that matchup.
Uh,
Like everything else, uh, the Celtics gonna blow the brakes off the Hawks. I don't trust the Hawks right now. They're going through too much.
um, up in the West, I ain't gonna stunt, bro. A Clippers Suns matchup in the first round. If they stay to 4-5, oof,
What was we
Clippers
just talking
Suns.
about, DJ?
Yes, cool. Oh yeah. You Mr. Kawhi is better than Kevin Durant or has a
See,
more established resume than Kevin Durant or however the hell
I'm
you
finna
said
say
that
that's what
shit.
I didn't say he was better. I
Wait,
just said they resumes
what happened?
is not too far
Get
off.
get him, Chris. He
Wait,
said
what happened?
Kawhi. He said Kawhi Leonard has a more established resume than Kevin Durant.
You take those two rings that Kevin Durant basically
Why are you
was
taking him
handed
away? Why are you taking him away? He has two Finals
because
MVPs.
he
It's
did
not like he
one of the
just
he did
showed.
one
It's not
You
like he
know
just
what?
showed up to
The
the
he
party,
did
only
the most
bro.
he
thing,
did the most
you know
snake
what? The
move in
only
NBA
thing,
history
the only thing that Kawhi Leonard is missing that would really like,
is
I
an
wouldn't say
MVP.
like, I think it is an MVP because I do think it could be a conversation to be had. I mean, because the only thing that you
Kawhi
can
got
question about
man, come
Kawhi
on, man.
Leonard is that first Finals MVP because he only averaged like 12 points. So that would be the only thing that people would question, like, oh well, he got that weak ass Finals MVP because he played good defense on Braun. Like that's the only argument I can see people bring it up. But like I said, if Kawhi had an MVP, I mean, it would definitely have a stronger case. But I still think it's a conversation that could be had. I'm not gonna knock it.
Bro.
I mean, I don't
See,
like the way
see,
the Kawhi
see,
does his. I don't like the way the Kawhi does his business, but I mean, he's got
see.
championships out of it.
Let me tell you how fake Ray is, Chris. I sent this man a picture of a post where it says Kawhi Leonard has less career points than Aaron Gordon, Andrew Wiggins. These are the names that he has less career points than. I mean, if it don't matter, that's on y'all. But at some point, when does this stuff not matter? He got less career points than Kemba Walker, Devin Booker, Andrew Wiggins, Joel Embiid,
Kemba
Aaron
Walker been in the
Gordon.
league longer, hasn't he?
Bro, he has less career points than Kemba Walker. He has
And you
less.
try,
Oh, okay.
you trying to
Andrew
create
Wiggins and
you trying
Aaron
to create
Gordon.
this narrative like him having less
He has
points
less
than them
career
is still,
points than these dudes.
and
You
none of
know how
those guys,
far above Kevin Durant is of these dudes, man.
and that just shows you how great Kawhi is because he was still named a 75 NBA player.
That is fine.
So
So
that
was
shows you how
Damian
scary
Lillard,
good he
Anthony
is.
Davis.
That shows you how scary good he is when he is on the court.
So Anthony Davis is NBA 75, but you can
Does
admit
he
there's
have
a
the
gap
credentials?
between
Does he
him
have the
and
credentials?
fucking Tim Duncan, don't he?
Does he have the credentials to match it? Because Kawhi does.
What's your NBA 75 criteria then, Ray? Because you're talking about credentials and he got the credentials to match it.
Well, I mean, in him playing 10 years so far, he's 5-time All NBA, 7-time defensive all defense, a 2-time defense player of the year, 2 times Finals MVP, 2
That's true.
finals, a steals champ, and he got an All Rookie team. So I mean, I don't understand how he doesn't fit into that criteria.
I mean, a lot of the stuff you said that was cute, but what does he have outside of a couple of the defensive
For us to say he
awards?
low manages and he only done played 10 years so far, and he has 7 all defense teams.
You know he's going to be out the league, right?
He already had a Hall of Fame career. If he would have stopped playing 2 years ago, he was already a Hall of Famer.
How many All NBAs does he have?
He got 5 out of his 10 years so far.
So he got 5 All NBAs. Kevin Durant has double his All NBAs. Do you think
Kevin Durant played 6 more seasons than him and only has 5 more?
Okay.
What's impressive about that?
Kawhi Leonard's not getting any more All NBAs. Do you think he's getting any more All NBAs, Reynard? How many more accomplishments do you think he's getting?
I don't see it.
KD was in MVP consideration this year.
Okay.
Kawhi has been getting his ass kicked by every superstar this year, outside of when they beat the Mavericks. And they beat Jason Tatum them one time.
No, but we got DJ. We got you in 4K talking about how PG has not been picking up the slack, but Kawhi has been playing his butt off. So before you try to go on further with this statement, I want to make sure
he started getting his ass kicked. Did you not see what Giannis and them did to them after they was fucking up? Like how much was they up, right? You watched that game. How much was
is Giannis not terrorizing the whole league right now? How you gonna hold that against Kawhi only?
Because Kawhi had a bad fourth quarter. Did he or did he not?
Has Giannis not been terrorizing the whole league? So what
does that got to do with Kawhi's bad fourth quarter, right? Kawhi is not a bad fourth quarter player.
You're making
he had a bad fourth quarter.
You literally brought up one of the top 3 players in the league right now, and you trying to make Kawhi look bad when he's been doing this to the whole league. Like Kawhi's the only one that's been getting torched by Giannis. Giannis has torched every single superstar in the league this year.
Outside that one Celtics game and that one Mavericks game, who has Kawhi beat on national TV since you've been watching? Who have they beat? Didn't they get ran out the building by the Nuggets?
Okay.
Like I'm trying to see why you not understanding what I'm saying. The Clippers have not looked good on primetime TV. They got the highest payroll in the NBA. They have not looked good, bro. These dudes sit out here and there. I'm trying to see. And then you can't tell me, has Kawhi been more impressive in LA? Has he been more impressive in LA as Kevin Durant's been in Brooklyn? Neither one of them have done nothing. Let me answer that for you. No, neither one of them have done nothing. So if you living off that first Spurs champion, you living off this first Spurs NBA. No, I'm educating you right now. He won a Finals MVP with the Spurs because his defense on LeBron. as a role player. That was his Finals MVP that he won as a role player, as a second option type of guy, third option type of guy on offense, primary defender on LeBron. He went to Toronto. He was goddamn murder for hire. DeMar DeRozan couldn't get it done. They swapped. Kawhi's better than DeMar DeRozan on both ends. They got it done. Finals MVP. Now, after that, what has Kawhi Leonard done? Because Kevin Durant got 2 Finals MVPs and 2 championships too. Regardless of what you call them, they're still there. Because now, if you want to start nitpicking championships and nitpicking Finals MVPs,
if we taking that route, what has he done since then? He won a championship after KD won his last one. So Kawhi has done more in recent years than KD has. Then, based on your logic,
man, bro.
Don't start stuttering now. You was on the road.
The only reason why I don't take nothing away from Kawhi's performance just because he dominated the Eastern Conference run, but that championship was so lackluster. I don't know anybody that watched it past Game 5. If you was one of those dudes, kudos to you because everybody was hurt.
Here we go with excuses.
Excuse. Do you know who was hurt? Do you know who was hurt against? Do you know who was hurt for the Warriors? I don't know if you remember, but Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, or was that Curry? I think Curry played. Yeah, it was KD. It was KD and Klay. It was KD and Klay, right?
Yep.
And KD was coming back like he was finna start cooking too. I ain't gonna count, but
he was cooking. He was.
Man, Ray know what's up, man. He loves to do revisionist history, but then if we go revise history, hey, we can talk about that series when they was literally gonna be matched up, and it was not gonna be pretty.
When you look up the 2019 NBA Finals winner, who do it say?
I mean, that's cool.
Do it say Toronto Raptors only won because the defending champs?
KD, they both got Finals MVPs, 2 of them, and they both got 2 rings. I'm trying to see what makes Kawhi Leonard even like what makes him.
So we're gonna
make KD or better.
We're gonna start acting like
what makes him as good as good or better.
Hold on a second, DJ. So we're gonna act like KD doesn't have 2 of the most unimpressive Final MVPs.
I mean, you can say what you want. You can say what you want.
You join a team that's back to back in the finals. What's impressive about joining that team and they keep going to the finals after that? They was already going before you got there.
Domination. They added him, and he was dominant.
So a team that went to back finals needed a lead scorer / top 3 player in the league during that time. Why
did Stephen Wardell Curry, like using it how Chris would use it, why did he get on a private jet and go meet with KD? Why did he do that? If he didn't need no help, why would he do that? I'm sick of this narrative. Like they didn't ask him. They borderline begged this man to come play with them. We not finna rewrite this Warriors like they just was the most dominant team without KD, man. They won when they was no Kyrie Irving. And then when they was a fully healthy Cavs team, they got beat. We not finna act like that Warriors team was just one of the most dominant teams we done seen. Nigga, it was a lot of injuries involved with a lot of these Warriors titles. If we just want to get to the nitty gritty of these titles, quit acting like they just series? It doesn't matter how much you up. They fucking lost.
What did they need Kevin Durant for?
To get over the hump. They went and recruited him. Who recruited him? You act like I recruited him.
DJ?
Who recruited them? Who recruited him?
The hump?
Draymond Green and Stephen Curry. The hump was LeBron James. They didn't have nobody to match up with LeBron James. They needed a wing that they could depend on.
Hold on. So they was 1-1, and they needed help to beat LeBron. That makes sense,
right? If you think that the Warriors wasn't out recruiting, feeling like they needed Kevin Durant, I don't know what to tell you.
They lost
because it's a fact. Draymond Green
lost in 7 games.
You
got like they got swept. They lost in 7 games. They didn't need extra help.
Says you. Then why did they recruit extra help, Raynard? They
I
did
don't
it.
know.
These people did it. Draymond Green and Stephen Curry went out of their way to recruit Kevin Durant. Am I lying?
They was going against the player that they got the blueprint from.
So
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 they gave him a taste of his own medicine. That's what they did.
so when Kevin Durant chooses to use his free agency like LeBron did and go to Golden State, you criticize him more than the dude that set the blueprint.
Didn't I
Cause
just say that?
yes, no, you didn't say
I
you.
just said
So
that.
I don't
I just
see.
said they. I just said they was
You
playing
don't
against the
kill. You
guy that
don't
gave
kill
him the
LeBron
blueprint.
rings. You don't kill LeBron rings.
Yeah, I have.
What, bro? This shit is cap. When the last time you said anything about LeBron's Heat rings? Because he done went over there with Dwayne Wade now.
I mean, you want
What
me
the
to speak
hell?
on it every time we bring up LeBron name?
Chris, have you ever heard him say anything discrediting any of them rings that LeBron got?
I mean, I'm not confirming or denying. I'm definitely gonna go back and look though. I'm
Y'all
definitely gonna go
crazy.
back and look.
Bro, you ain't never said nothing about no LeBron rings and questioning any of
Bruh,
them.
you be wanting me to hate LeBron like you hate him. If I don't hate it to that degree, you don't hear nothing. If I say
You
something
hate
that's
KD?
just
I don't see how you can discredit KD's rings
when I say
when
I hate
LeBron.
KD, that's the thing.
You discrediting his rings. That's some hater shit. How you discrediting the rings and the MVPs? You said this was the most unimpressive Finals MVPs
The crazy
ever.
thing is, DJ,
You ain't even did no research.
we also got you on camera saying how KD what he did far as joining them.
That shit was soft. But nigga, you can't act like that nigga didn't go and complete the mission. Nigga, they was 2 superstar injuries away from 3-peating, bro. Let's be real.
But they didn't do it.
What he do his first year when he got there? Didn't he win? What did LeBron do in his first year when he went some goddamn where he dropped the ball personally? So it's like, god damn. It's like shit. At least he went and got it done, barring injury.
Woohoo!
Nigga say shit, cause you
I don't
sitting
think
here acting like,
I
oh,
don't,
he went and joined a team, and that was just weak. Man, nigga, we done seen that movie before, and then he went and got it
hey,
done.
all the legends. Nobody appreciated what LeBron did. Nobody appreciated what KD did. But you up here talking about, well, at least he did this. The true legends didn't respect that though.
Say, man, he has 2 NBA championships and 2 Finals MVPs, just like Kawhi Leonard. You
He's
can
a
discredit them
sucker.
all. You can discredit them
That
all you
boy a
want.
sucker. He ain't did nothing since he left Warriors.
Say, man, and Kawhi doesn't have more career points than Aaron Gordon. So what?
He not no sucker though.
Oh
Hey,
man,
he don't have more career points
You
than
can't
Andrew
ever say
Wiggins.
Kawhi is a sucker.
You can say he has less points than Andrew
He
Wiggins
didn't bow
at
he
his
didn't
own
bow
position.
he
His
didn't
own
bow down
position, he
he
got
didn't
less
he
points
didn't
than
bow down
Andrew
to no
Wiggins.
man.
He has less points than Andrew Wiggins right now. Say something to that. How is that even possible?
Who's the better player? Who would you rather have? I rest my case.
I'd rather have Kawhi Leonard, but he has less career. You
Rest my
talking
case.
about you,
So
but
what are you
no,
bringing up
listen,
career points
listen.
for then?
Because you said he has a more established
And this is
resume.
KD versus Kawhi. You keep on bringing up people who not even in the same atmosphere as him. Like they're not even in the same stratosphere. They ain't on the same plateau. Like what are you talking about? Who cares about Andrew Wiggins? Andrew Wiggins had a moment last year, and now all of a sudden his name getting brought up more.
Say, man,
You want to
because
talk about Andrew
Kawhi
Wiggins when he playing
Leonard
the
doesn't
Timberwolves?
have more points than Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins
I
can
don't
literally
care.
he can call us right now and say, hey, I got more points than Kawhi Leonard. I scored more NBA
I'm
points
pretty
than Kawhi
sure
Leonard.
he gonna tell his kids that one day.
You really overhyping Kawhi Leonard's resume is what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm overhyping his resume.
Kevin Durant has been 10 times All NBA, 4 scoring titles, 2 Finals MVPs.
How many years KD been in the league?
Nigga, I don't know, about 14, 15 years. What's
This
that
should be
mean?
16th season.
So out of
16,
16,
right?
So yeah. So out of 16 seasons, he's been All NBA 10 times. He's been a top 15
And
player.
you try to make KD
for
like
a
this
decade.
You say KD is somebody we never seen before.
Uh-huh.
How many years has he missed when he been hurt? I know he missed at least 1 year for sure. No, 2 years, I think, for sure.
Okay.
So what happened to those other 4 years? Why he wasn't All NBA those years?
Why wasn't Kawhi?
What three small forwards was better than KD during those years? I know LeBron
Say,
was one, but
bro.
who the other two? That's
I'm-
crazy. You said KD was number 2 his whole career, but he's missing some All NBAs there. What's up with that?
Bro, don't act like fucking Carmelo wasn't in the league, boy. Carmelo's all NBA 75,
So he wasn't number 2 his whole career,
bro.
like you said. You
What the hell
lied
you
about
talking
that. Then
about?
you said he was always number
What
2
is
behind
what?
LeBron.
Man, when he
You said since he
ascended to
been in the
that
league,
height,
he was always number
when he
2.
ascended to that height, bro. When he ascended to that height. And
Okay,
I'm
what's the
pretty so is
give me
Carmelo
an,
better than KD, right? He better than KD too.
I'm saying those years he wasn't getting All NBA. I'm wondering who
Nigga,
that third
Carmelo came in the league before him. Carmelo hit his stride before Kevin Durant, bro.
and who was that third small forward then? Pierce.
Let's look it up, sir. Because you getting really nasty with this shit, bro.
I'm
What's
asking
this?
questions. I'm wondering.
I'm pretty sure if it was Paul Pierce, NBA 75 too.
But I really want to know during those years because I don't think Paul Pierce was playing at an All NBA level. Once they got that big three established, I don't think Paul Pierce was playing out. He was still a good player, but All NBA. I don't know. I know that first championship for sure. But the next
See,
year they lost to Orlando.
man, from 2009 all the way to now, KD been 25 and up. So it's like I don't know. Since 2009, he's been his second year. He ain't been under 25 points a game since his rookie year. After his rookie years, year 2 on up, he's been 25 or more the rest of his career. So I'm pretty sure he was all NBA caliber every year outside of his first year. If somebody else got it, somebody else got it. But 25 plus since year 2, 08, 09, he's been 25 or more since 08, 09. I don't know what more to say. I don't know what more to say. You go to Kawhi Leonard, this nigga had 4 years
Nobody
in a
has
row.
ever
He under
questioned his
20.
talent. I've questioned his mentality.
He's a better player. You doing all that, he's a better player than Kawhi
He don't
Leonard.
got that dog in him.
And Kawhi Leonard don't suit up. So
He got that dog in him though.
yeah, when you get him 30 games, including playoffs a year.
He should be rusty then if he only playing 30 games a season.
Man, you a nasty dude. That's what you are. You can start that Kawhi over Kevin Durant narrative if you want to.
You keep on bro. I know you trying to get this clip and all, but I never
I'm
said that
not
he was a better player. I just said that when you look at their resumes, it ain't too far apart.
It is.
It ain't. Only thing KD got that
He doubled his all NBAs. He has an MVP. He has 4 scoring titles.
you keep on talking about he doubled his All NBAs. I don't think
He's not.
somebody who came in
Kawhi's
the
not
league.
catching up. Kawhi's
I
not
don't
catching
think.
up ever. He's never catching up. He's never catching up. He's never catching
Okay.
up. I don't care how many more years Kawhi plays. It doesn't matter. He's not catching up. So you keep talking about when a dude came in the league. Hey, if Kawhi would have not had 4 years under 20 points, then maybe he would have fucking shortened that gap. Durant ain't never been under 20 points. So it is what it is.
Okay.
You doing all that talking. That dude had 4-year stretch where he couldn't sniff KD. So it is what it is, man. You doing that, man.
You just sat here and said that Carmelo came in the league before KD and had already had found his groove, but you're not giving Kawhi that same leeway when actually Carmelo only came in the league 3 or 4 years before KD. KD came in the league 5 to 6 seasons before Kawhi, but you still trying to hold him to the same type of standard.
Bro, this Kawhi is 30 plus years old. Quit
What
all
is it?
that, man. You act like he a young player. Dude is 30-something years old. Why you
So
keep
what was
bringing
the
up when he came in the league?
what was the
He
point
has
of bring
double the amount of all
what
NBAs.
was the point what was the
Kawhi has
point
been
of
in the
bring
league
what was the
long
point
enough to
what
be
was the point of bringing up Carmelo was already in the league before KD then? What was that
because
point?
you was talking about who had got the all NBA selections over here, and I'm like, maybe it was a dude like Carmelo who was already established.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about. If you want to talk about what I'm talking about. But yeah, is this playoff picture right? We can. I'm done debating that with you, sir. I feel like I smoked you adequately.
I mean, you didn't. I don't think you proved a point, but okay.
I'm trying to figure out what his Kawhi done that's better than what KD is doing.
They both got things that the others don't have. Kawhi has more on defense teams. He has 2 defense player of the years, something that KD would never get. KD
Okay.
has scoring titles, something that Kawhi would never get, and he probably never get an MVP either.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that Kawhi has I was just watching the video. That does not mean that Kawhi has never had seasons where he played at an MVP level though. Like that's what we be confusing those things. Just because I didn't get MVP does not mean I never had seasons where I
You
played
don't think
at an
Kevin
MVP
Durant?
level.
You don't think Kevin Durant has played at an MVP level outside his
No,
MVP season?
bro.
It works both
We know
ways.
what KD is. I'm saying you're trying to just like shun Kawhi because he doesn't have that. Like he doesn't have seasons where he's obviously played at that elite level.
I don't know. I guess we agree to disagree. I I ain't got nothing against Kawhi. I actually like Kawhi. I feel like he's one of the better two-way players ever. A guy
I
that can
can
get
tell.
you a bucket and a guy that can play defense on you. But when it comes to somebody that just I don't know, bro. Kevin Durant is just a better basketball player to me. It's just he's just a better basketball. He's more available throughout his career. So it's like I don't I don't know, bro. And then if you want to get to stuff where you want to knock a dude got into it with Greg Popovich. Who does that? Dude got into it with Greg Popovich, didn't play, and then say he was disgruntled, got out of that situation, went to
And they ain't recovered
Toronto.
since then.
Okay, he left them hanging. So what? Yeah, like that was his fault.
That's Kawhi fault. We don't even know the full story on it. You just already blaming Kawhi.
No, is it, bro? It's his fault. He left. No, you talking about like they ain't bounced back since, like they didn't draft their next in line superstar.
Like I said,
It's
we don't know
only
the full
it's
story on that, so I'm not gonna speak
but
on
not,
it.
I'm not. I'm saying he left, Raynard. He was supposed
We
to be
don't know
next
the
in line.
we don't know the
He
reason
was
why.
he left. It doesn't matter why he left. He was the guy that was supposed to come in and be next after Tim Duncan,
So you
and
don't
you
care
build
about
around
context in
him.
that situation.
I'm
You just don't
saying
you just gonna
you
speak
you just
ignorantly on it.
said
Like you don't know. We don't know.
what you just.
It could have been a real reason why he left the team.
Yep,
You just
I
give him
don't
he left.
care.
He left. We don't know the full
He
story behind
left.
it.
You said they haven't bounced back since. Like it's just like superstar players coming.
Bro, you know
I
how
don't
long
know.
ago that
You
was
just
since he
talking
left?
crazy. You talking crazy, bro. How many
So they
people?
don't never supposed to bounce back because they won franchise. Like, how does that make sense to you?
How quick you expect them to bounce back?
How long ago was that?
Nigga, it don't matter. Nigga, how long has Kevin Durant now been gone from OKC this around the same amount of time? When did KD leave OKC? It's been about 5 years, right? Around the same amount of time. That shit just don't.
KD left way before Kawhi left because he got 2 rings before Kawhi left.
Okay, that is true. Still the same thing, nigga. That shit don't happen overnight. You don't rebuild in no 4-5 years if
And
you lose
last I checked, I
three,
know one.
yo,
We do
two
know we
superstars.
do know one of the reasons why Kawhi stopped playing for them because his team quit on him. They thought he was trying to load manage when he was really had a real injury when he got injured against what's it called in that playoff series and he was sitting out and when the next season came around he was still sitting out. They, one of the key players in that trio, Tony Parker, they had a little altercation in the locker room where it was a heated discussion and he was calling Kawhi out, and Kawhi didn't like it,
Hmm.
and nobody on that team had his back. So how you think he gonna feel about? Oh yeah, this is a team I want to stay with when they talking about we draft you as the next franchise player, but don't nobody got my bag. I supposed to just stick around with this?
I mean, I'm not following him from leaving San Antonio. I really don't care, but I'm saying you were talking about they ain't did nothing since. God damn, they lost a fucking superstar. Tim Duncan, his when did Tim Duncan last play? 2014,
You know what we
2015,
call
something
that?
like
You
that.
know what we call that out there in the real world, DJ? Karma.
What? It is what it is. Hey, I ain't no Spurs fan. But I'm not gonna act like it's not gonna be hard to bounce back from that. But we moving on. We back to this playoff picture, man. Uh 3-6. So it'll be 76ers and the Knicks. I do want to get back on that, Chris. Uh if anybody can guard Joel Embiid, it probably would be Mitchell Robinson. And then they got like Hartenstein and Jericho Sims. They got a front line to guard Embiid. My question is though, who the hell? Like I don't see Jalen Brunson gonna get cooked by Maxi and Harden, bro. Unless you
I think
put
Randall
RJ
gonna cook. I think Randall gonna cook. Who is Randall
Harris.
going? Yeah, that's easy work.
That is easy work too. That's who said he started power forward? Tobias Harris, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Julius Randle is going to cook him. How you
Tobias
feel about
Harris
Julius
had
Randle
a
this year? Huh?
he been playing pretty solid.
What you
I
feel
don't know
say
why
about
he was in
Tobias
it.
Harris?
He had one. He's had some of the ugliest drop balls. Like I don't know. It's like every year he gets worse and worse.
His role just diminishes, bro. Because I actually think Tobias Harris is still pretty all right.
Nah.
Like,
Sometimes he. I don't even be. I don't even. I don't even be. I be forgetting he's on the court sometimes. That's how invisible he be. He don't be
uh,
doing nothing to impact the defense, and he don't be scoring. I'm like, bro, what are you out here for?
I really don't think he likes the situation he's in. That's me personally, because it's been going
ooh,
downhill for a while.
he's been at 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists his last 10 games.
That what is that?
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But the crazy thing is he's still shooting 46% from the field and 36% from three. So it might be a volume thing. Like he's not getting a lot of shots. He's only attempting 10 shots a game. So is that his fault? We putting it on him? Because his percentages are not bad. He's at 36 from
Yeah.
the three, 46 from the field.
I mean, we only taking 10 shots a game. Come on now.
He's a fourth option. How many shots you does a fourth option get to take?
I'm saying you taking only 10 shots a game. You better be shooting pretty good percentage.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm worried about Tyrese Maxey more than Tobias Harris. He had 15 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds in his last 10. He's shooting 44% from the field, 37% from three. But it's just like you know how I felt about Maxi. I felt like they should have traded him. Like Embiid is finna be he's closer to 30 than he is 20. And it's like you gotta pick a direction, bro. I feel like you could have traded Tyrese Maxey and got like somebody like an OG Ananobi so you could help with PJ Tucker with some perimeter defense and shit like that. I feel like they don't need Maxi. How y'all feel about that? I feel like they should have traded Maxi, bro.
I'm not mad at that, because that's the
I'm
one
not
thing
gonna
they
say
do
they
need
don't
is a
need him.
perimeter defense.
Cause, bro, Tyrese Maxey can't be the third option getting 15 points a game, and he's already coming off the bench, and he's not a great defender like that. It's like, it's like I don't know. I want to be able to play all my best players at the same time. I don't like how Tyrese Maxey and James Harden play at the same time. So I don't see I don't if I was Philly I would have traded Maxi. The fact that they hung on to Maxi is like everybody trying to be like the Warriors. Oh, we trying to build for the future and compete right now. Man, you remember back in the day, motherfucker would trade the young niggas if they feel like they could win. They trading the young guys right now, and I feel like
Yep.
you can even say the same thing over there in Portland. I would have traded Simons because I starting to not like how they play together. Even though I still like Simons, it's just him. You can't play Simons and no goddamn Lillard together, bro. That ain't no winning backcourt. Especially is you know how I feel about these backcourts with both these dudes is cones defensively. Like that's just I don't know what's going on with all these teams trying to hang on to young dudes and still try to say they competing for championships. Like that's
So,
personally how I feel.
so is it fair to say that I was right about Jordan Poole being the best out of Simon's Hero in that trio?
He's definitely better than Simons. I was wrong there.
He's
But Hero been balling, right? Hero been balling, and he's legit a starter. But Poole's been balling too, though. So it's like, mm-mm. Does Poole still start when everybody's healthy?
No, I think he still come off the bench.
So if it's like that, man, Tyler Hero, he done puts himself in that starting lineup
his
full
role didn't
time.
go down though when they was all healthy. He was still doing
Mm.
the same stuff he was doing when Curry was out.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you put Poole at the head of that snake, but I definitely was wrong about Simons. He's better than Simons. Simons is being very underwhelming. See, yeah, Tyler Hero's at 25-5 his last 10. I judge people off their last 10 games, but because that shows you how they playing up until now. Jordan Poole's at 25-3. So you know, it's a pick your poison. I'd rather have Hero at times just because I don't know. I like Hero. I like Hero a little bit more than Poole. I think Poole he wavers. Like in the regular season, I'll take Hero. In the playoffs, give me Poole. Hero sucks in the playoffs, but regular season, I lean Hero.
I mean, but basketball don't stop. So I mean, you gotta take whoever you take in the season. That's who you rolling with in the playoffs. You can't just
But
be like, oh no, I don't need you no more. I'm gonna go with this guy now.
we doing it like that. Give me Poole, then I agree with you. Cause I ain't taking Hero in no type of playoff, nothing.
Well, best
I'm
playoff year was his rookie year. That's crazy.
That's nasty. That's. How y'all feel about the Heat? Since we talking about the Heat,
That's gonna be an interesting first round because you know what
could
Jimmy Butler gonna do in the playoffs.
That boy finna turn up.
See, if
who
nobody else gonna turn up on that Heat team, you know what Jimmy Butler gonna do.
I'm kind of upset
but
they didn't get. They couldn't find a way to get rid of Kyle Lowry.
nobody wants them. See, bro, when it comes to trades, bro, people gotta realize somebody gotta want the dude you're trading.
I know,
Somebody
I
gotta want
know,
the dude
I
you're
know, I
trading.
know. You can't, but it's
Now,
just like
I'll be funny because you know all the Lakers trades I've been having to hear about and all that. No, just
no. But I feel you though. Like that's real life though. Somebody has to want your sorry ass.
and it's just crazy, bro. Because so who was the 2 seed? The Bucks. So it'd be the Heat and the Bucks.
Hmm.
Oh my god, I ain't gonna stunt. The only thing that'll keep me from saying the Heat will get ran out the building is Bam Adebayo defense. Hey, we got to give Bam Adebayo his props this year. You remember? I've been very hard on Bam offensively, but Bam Adebayo. Bro, let me go to his stats because Bam he's at 22-10, 22-10-3 this year. I like that. I hope it translates to the playoffs. But 22-10-3, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. And he actually been doing work when I've been watching him. The Heat games I caught this year, he been doing work. So it's like on the offensive end, we know what he gonna do on defense. But if he can help out Jimmy Butler, then this Heat team got a chance, bro. They really got a chance. And if Tyler Hero come along and join them, they really have a chance. I ain't saying they got a chance against Milwaukee because I think Drew
I said,
Holiday
hey,
is go.
they Milwaukee.
Drew Holiday go put Tyler Hero in hell, and bro, I'm not even go. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I don't think Bam is gonna go crazy either though in the playoffs again in that matchup.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's
That's
like
gonna leave Jimmy Butler on the island once again. I mean, Jimmy Butler gonna rise to the occasion based on what he's done in previous playoffs. But it's I don't know unless they just really surprise us.
you think the Heat rather see Milwaukee or Boston?
They really see Boston
Boston.
I feel the same way.
because you know what Giannis do you not do you not realize what Giannis does to the Heat in the playoffs? Like the history between the Bucks and the Heat. Giannis was destroying them before he won a finals. Like I remember when he was destroying them dudes.
Didn't they put him out the year before they went to the Eastern Conference this year? Last year? Did they put him out the year before that? I think the Bucks put him
Yeah,
out. So yeah, and I just feel like Jimmy Butler, I feel like he ain't scared of Tatum and Brown. I feel like he look at them like, man, these young boys got to show me. But their Giannis is different. Their Giannis, Middleton, Drew, and people got to talk about Brook Lopez, bro. People be people be disrespecting Brook Lopez. People disrespect Brook
man.
Lopez like he wasn't one of them dudes in his era.
Yeah.
Like
Before he
Brook
broke his
Lopez,
foot,
bro, yeah, bro. Post touch
he was the
to
last. He was the
shoot
last traditional big man that I seen.
that
Before
was
he broke
putting
that
in
foot,
work.
man, he was an
Yes, bro.
all-star level guy.
Yes, I think he done went to the All Star game a couple times. He's been the best player on his
Yeah,
team.
when he was with
Like
the Nets
people,
for sure, he went a couple times.
yeah,
He,
the best player on that team, bro.
mm-hmm.
So, hey, people sleep, and it's like he's aging like Al Horford, but I feel like Brook Lopez has a little bit more to his game. I feel like they could.
I love how he done changed his game up to keep
Yes.
him to keep his body like that. You don't got to worry
So,
about banging in the paint. You don't got to worry about too much defensively because I mean, even though he's having a defensive player of the year type of year, man, he got so much help though to where he don't have. It's so much he doesn't have to really just rely on.
I wonder what his shooting percentage is because he
I know
became
from
one of the
three.
better
I know
big
from
men.
three, he been going crazy.
Yeah, he one of the better man shooters too. I used to love see, and that's another crazy thing. I used to watch the Lopez twins when they was at Stanford. I knew Brook
Oh
Lopez was way
yeah,
better than
I was
Rodman
still
back
watching
then
college
too.
ball then.
Was Dwight Powell on that team or was he on a different Stanford team? Because I think they
I
had
don't remember.
Dwight Powell.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If he was, I don't remember him. I only remember the
Dwight
Lopez
Powell.
brothers.
Dwight Powell went to Stanford too. I don't remember exactly
I
where.
forget how old Dwight Powell is. He don't even look that old, but I didn't realize he was with them. If he was, that's
This dude, man, Brook Lopez has been shooting 44% from three his last like 5 games. That's crazy. But he averaging 15, 7, and he averaging 2.4 blocks a game. That's fucking crazy, dude. How old is this nigga, man? Damn. But
So do
34.
y'all feel that email can say
He
the
turned
Hawks?
35 April 1st.
he went to the Hawks.
No, like I know you said that, but I'm like, do you think he could save the Hawks?
I think Ime Udoka. He ain't putting up with that bullshit from Trey, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. Ime Udoka is a no nonsense type of guy. He might be a womanizer and all that, that. But when it comes to basketball, Ime Udoka don't play that. Cause hey, like people forget how much Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown was teetering, tottering from being broken up, bro. That shit was going to get broken up. I remember I was one of them ones who was like, say, bro, y'all need to break that shit up. The way they started last year, I was like, nah, these dudes can't play together. They don't know how to play together. They don't seem like they want to. Ime Udoka single-handedly changed the direction of the Boston Celtics in this current era because they people forget that shit was a question mark if they could even play together. So what I think Ime Udoka finna go over there to the Hawks and do, he finna say, hey, Trey Young, say dog, This is your skill set. This is what you can do. If we're going to win, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to stop doing that. John Collins, I know you've been in trade rumors, but this is how I view you. This is how I want to use you. This is how it's going to go. DeJounte Murray, this is your role. You know, he already had him in San Antonio, I think. So they probably know each other. But he gonna be DeJounte Murray. This is your role. This is what I want you to do. Like he's gonna define their roles and he gonna use them to their strengths and he gonna try to hide their weaknesses. That's the type of coach I see in Udoka. He's a personnel coach. So it's like I feel like if anybody can get it together, because the Hawks got talent, bro. It's just it's getting to the point where it's just getting nasty that they're not winning. And it's I don't know what to say. I think so to answer your question, Chris, yes. I think he could turn this ship around. Probably not this year, but definitely by next year they'll be straight.
Okay, I can feel that. Yeah, I was because I was wondering the same thing because I was like, only thing that would have kind of messed it up for me is if they got rid of John Collins. I mean, they still would have had a good team. It just depends on what they get back for him.
My
Because
my my thing
he's starting to get more injury prone too.
I just hate with the John Collins shit. It's like if you go trade them, trade them. Quit talking about trading people. Like that shit. People don't understand what that shit do. These people is human. Nigga coming in every day, going to work, and motherfucker talking about trading you every damn day. Like if you go trade, I'm not with the he's been on the trade block for 3 years. Why the hell you ain't trade him? You either trade him or take him off the goddamn block. Like I don't like all that. I ain't gonna lie. So it's like you either trade him or make him a part of the team. John Collins ain't a scrub. So shit, damn. Guarantee his future or fucking send him off. Like literally, that's do one or the other. So I don't like that whole motherfucker been on the trade block for 3 years.
That shit crazy. Nigga will come and work every day like, am I gonna get traded?
Man, this my last day. No, yeah, no. I don't. But my thing is with the Hawks, how far can you go with Trey Young and DeJounte Murray in the East as it stands? That's the real question. Like from a talent perspective, do you think they have enough? Because right now, who
Um,
they want? Right now, it's 1-8. Boy, Boston. So it's Boston versus Hawks right now. If Hawks like actually legit stay at 8 seed and see the Celtics at the 1, what does that matchup look like, y'all? And let's be real.
I think Boston is just. I don't know. I
Boston
mean,
to spot them a game
yeah, because Boston is just too. I think they're still just too.
just so they can finish their
They they
thing
they
out.
too offensively stacked, bro. It's like when you got a team where literally everybody plays defense and everybody can score.
Say, man. I put in the title. The Celtics have 3 top 10 role players. The motherfuckers might have 5. If we just
So
being technical, think. Let's just look at their role players real quick, y'all. We don't even got to get to the stars. We know Tatum and Brown, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Brogdon, Derek White. Come on now, Al Horford. I forgot Al Horford. Them is upper echelon role players to go with 2 top 15 players. So, nigga, I don't know, man. That Boston team is man. You see what they almost did to Milwaukee, Philly healthy, and goddamn, Boston didn't have nobody.
yeah, Boston was. I mean, hey, Boston has a loaded team. That's what I'm saying. Like top to bottom, Boston just got a better team, bro.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna stand. I think that's a sweep. I ain't gonna act like man. What the Heat do to Hawks last year? Was that a gentleman sweep? I think that was a gentleman sweep, wasn't it? Didn't the Hawks lose to the Heat?
It
Heat,
might
Heat
have
and
been.
five. So
Yeah, it
if
might have been.
But they
man,
had Trey Young and Hale.
real life. And bro, you got Marcus Smart and Derek White and Brogdon. Trey ain't finna be doing nothing, bro. Like, think about it. Think about how many guards the Celtics have, bro. They got a ridiculous amount of guards. Marcus Smart, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon. Nigga, I think Peyton Pritchard, all right, and that nigga will never get off the bench now.
Oh shit.
He one of them players. Hey man, when your number call, be ready.
Real talk. So man, that's I don't really know how the Hawks will ever get back to a conference finals, how the East is constructed right now. But I feel like their best chance would be with Ime Udoka. But y'all know how I really felt. I feel like they should consolidate their roster. Like they have too many players. I've been feeling like that for a couple years.
They do the same thing.
They do the same things. Cause you got Onyeka on Kongwu and Clint Capella. You got John Collins and then you got Jalen Johnson. It's just like, golly, y'all got duplicates at this point. It's like, man, trade like three
You
people.
got two
Yeah,
point guards out there starting. Like I don't know.
because what they say in the playoffs is it becomes like a 7-8 man rotation anyway. So why the hell you got
Yeah,
11 guys? Go get you 7-8 guys you can trust and rock
that's
out with
why I don't
that.
understand how they let Kevin Herter get away.
Uh, you got see. Then you would have had another double. You would have had Herter and Bogdanovich. I would have let Bogdanovich go over Herter, but
They
Bogdanovich was a killer in the playoffs when they was doing their thing.
Herter.
So,
Hey, Herter had some games too where he took off.
hmm. So when we looking at the West, when it says the Kings is the 3 and the Mavericks the 6, we all can agree that the Mavericks have a really good, strong possibility of upsetting them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even really call the thing about this West this year. When it comes to the 2 through the 7, I don't even look at it as an upset. The only ups, I don't. Well,
Only by standings
yeah,
considerations.
the only real upset would be if the like if the Nuggets lost first round. I'd be like, whoa, that's the only lot that would truly surprise me. Um, but yeah, I mean the West two through
Man,
two through
Denver
seven
losing the
is
first
crazy.
round. Denver losing the first round. A whole lot of people gonna be changing their stance on that boy Jokic.
Well, even well, no, if the Suns lose first round too, you already know what we're gonna be saying.
I mean, not really because I've been
Man,
hearing
people,
people. I've been
soon when
hearing
KD
people
Nah,
giving.
arrived, soon when
Nah, bro, I've
KD
been hearing
arrived in
people giving
Phoenix,
them niggas
everybody
a pass,
said
bro.
ring them. People were
Nah, bro,
saying
I've
that
been.
on the trade on that trade deadline. So I don't want it. If they lose in
Bro,
the
I've
first
been hearing people
round,
giving that shit a pass, bro. That shit is ridiculous. I've been hearing people giving that shit a pass. So that's why I don't think it's gonna. The Denver Nuggets thing is gonna be more wild than that because it's already niggas giving them a pass if they don't win a ring this year. It's already
oh
people
yeah,
giving them a
it's a
pass.
hey, it's a lot of teams and individuals that's on the hot seat if they don't do nothing this year. Because at the end of the day, everybody want that bling. All that other stuff cool, but if you ain't man, if you ain't putting no ring on your finger on your first home game the next season, all that stuff you did last year don't matter.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm what? Hey, okay, you see my cover screen. I'm a big KD fan, but if this nigga lose in the first round with the Suns, boy, it ain't nothing I can say. It ain't nothing I can say. There ain't gonna be nothing I can do. I'm
You
gonna change
said
this
that
picture.
same thing before he did what he did now. So when Kyrie left, I said KD out. You said no, he not. If he out, man, I can't defend him no more. He did that. I
No,
called it, and you still
but
defending him. So I know for a fact you still gonna defend this guy if he lose first round.
no, hell no. If you lose first round after going to the Suns with that stacked ass team, I ain't even gonna say the Suns team stacked, but it's good enough to win. But if you lose in the first round to Kawhi Leonard, what the hell can I say? What the hell? I ain't finna do that. That's gonna be nah, hell no. Cause you're not supposed to lose. You supposed to be the ultimate weapon Any team that gets you supposed to be in contention. So when he goes to the Suns, it's championship or bust. It's championship or bust, Chris. I ain't gonna lie to you. That I ain't gonna stunt, but how I see that, I see that matchup going, nigga, that's a gentleman sweep, Suns way. I'm not gonna lie to you, gentleman sweep. Clippers ain't beat nobody good this year outside of the Celtics that one time and the Mavericks. Everybody else they been getting. Boy, I thought they was gonna beat the Bucks, but no. Nuggets hammered their ass, and this shit been national TV too. So I watched it. That's why I'm out on Memphis. We ain't talking about Memphis because shit, nigga, I ain't high on them no more. They lost every primetime game. Every goddamn last one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they pretty much lost every primetime game, y'all. That matters to me. I might be too much of a regular season dude, but nigga, you can't lose every single goddamn game whether stars are injured or not. They lost to the Celtics, no goddamn Jalen Brown. It was Tatum and the role players. So I don't know, bro. I'm not big on teams that lose so much in prime time because the playoffs are all prime time. So
I was just about to say playoffs out, prime time.
y'all think the Nets could give the Cavs a run for their money?
I
They
don't
might
see
make
it.
things interesting.
Defensively, that Nets team is freaking crazy, bro. They don't have not one bad defender in their starting lineup. All right, literally everybody's above or bro. Dorian Finney-Smith, Mikael Bridges, Ben Simmons, boy, they got the possibility,
Claxton.
huh?
I said Nick Claxton.
Nick Claxton, Royce O'Neal's a solid defender. Say, bro, because you got to
Oh
think
yeah,
about the
I ain't gonna
Cavaliers.
lie. Royce O'Neal is funny though. He be moving funny on the court, man.
He
He
played with
play
heart. I like him.
he plays stiff though. I be like, bro, why you moving like that?
But let's break down this series. Cause think about it, Cavaliers can't score like that, bro. I'm just gonna be 100. Trying to watch them dudes play sometimes, it's like it's Garland, Mitchell, and nothing. If Levert got it going, then that's cool. And I feel like them losing Kevin Love, that's a big loss, bro. That's a big loss. Because Kevin Love was probably like they third or fourth option in terms of scoring.
Yeah, I don't know why they get off of here.
The fact they let them go for nothing, probably. I was listening to somebody say they was like, man, NBA teams don't hardly do that, especially when they trying to compete. So maybe Kevin Love got something going on. I think he ended up with the Heat, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
So I ain't gonna say I like that for them. I like that for him. Bam, Kevin Love, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, one of them. That's I like that little lineup, offensively and defensively. So, but but nah, who was we just talking about? Oh, the Cavaliers. Nah, I ain't trusting the Cavaliers. They need some more offense, bro.
Evan
It
Mobley went for 31-9.
today.
Yep.
See,
He
he's
not
so
consistent.
streaky. Yeah, he's so streaky, bro. He they next piece that needs to just sit him down and say, dog, we need you to score. Quit looking all awkward like a deer running around here all crazy. And sitting down, get you a little 15-foot midi, get you a little post game. Because he got a little soft hook shot, but I want it to be consistent. What Stephen A said about Kwame Brown, I need you to put two moves together that you can do two times in a row. Do it a couple times in a row. Keep doing it. Cause Mobley,
Man, Stephen A. He said he
that
doesn't
that
have two post moves that to his
he can
memory
put
he
to
can just
memory. They can do two times in a row. That was crazy. But Mobley, if Mobley can be that third guy that can actually get you like 20, like next year, if Mobley can get you 28 and 3 consistently every game to go with Garland and Mitchell bring, that's a scary thing. But without that third scorer, Cavaliers is toast. And they could fucking lose to Brooklyn. So I don't know, cause Because I feel like Brooklyn can guard Mobley. I mean, not Mobley. They can guard Garland and Mitchell right now. Like nigga, Finney Smith, Bridges, Ben Simmons, boy. Y'all think Donovan Mitchell a volume shooter now? Wait till that series over with. That boy gonna be having trouble. That boy gonna be having trouble, bro. That's what I be looking at when I'm looking at these matchups right now. I'm looking at personnel because it becomes all about matchups. The Knicks, damn, Chris, the Knicks probably can beat the 76ers if they put it
See,
together.
now you thinking about it. You just got to look at it a few times and then just really think.
Mm-hmm. Just because I'm
You
thinking
just say,
about
what did you just
Brunson.
say? It's all about matchup. The Knicks are actually a pretty big team, and they got a big motherfucker over there on the 76ers. You have to try to stop.
Hey,
Hey,
y'all think Jalen Brunson is better than James Harden right now?
I, hey man, they go blow for blow if you ask me.
That is crazy. We know Embiid clears Randall, but Randall's 23 and 10. 23, 10 and 5, I think. Something like that.
if
If you can
MB get
elevate
knocked
that,
out the
man,
first round, I don't want to hear nothing about how talented and skillful he is no more. Cause Shaq in his prime was not getting knocked out no first round. I'm sorry, it wasn't happening.
So Shaq didn't get knocked at the first round when it was him, Eddie Jones, and Nick Van Exel.
Against who?
I'm asking because I know they lost early.
Well, I know one year with that trio, they got to the Western Conference Finals, and they was absolutely favorites to go to the finals that year. That was one of the years they I think that was the first year. No, that was Kobe's second year in the league. Kobe rookie year. Let me see.
Well, we'll
That's a
get
discussion for another day, though.
to
I'm gonna just look it up just to see, though.
Okay, but what other teams we didn't talk about in this playoff picture? I think we pretty much covered everybody. We gave everybody a
did we
little
say
love.
we didn't talk about the Mavericks matchup, did we? Because who
We
they
didn't
got?
talk about it. We kind of agreed that we wouldn't be surprised if they came out winning. But this
Oh,
my
okay.
thing. I feel like the Sacramento Kings is so bad. They're just as bad as the Mavericks defensively at this point. So it's like it can really go either way. But I trust Kyrie and Luca over Sabonis and Fox. Just me personally. And I think, mm,
Yep, I was right. They lost in the second round, but not the first.
okay, they lost in the second round. Okay. I know that shit. I know they didn't go too damn far.
I would love this Grizzlies Pelicans matchup if somebody was healthy.
It ain't that man child, is it?
Yep, you know who I'm talking about. That man child.
I'll give y'all this. I literally see the gap between Zion and Ingram now. They was way better with Zion. They were
Bro,
way better with Zion. It was noticeably. They are noticeably way better with Zion. How do y'all feel about the future of the Pelicans? Because it's getting it's becoming Kawhi and Paul George esque, in my opinion.
man, that's exactly what it is because both of them have problems staying healthy. And I'm sorry. I mean, as much as I love him, I still question whether or not New Orleans should have gave him that max contract.
Who's Zion?
Yep.
Uh, it's because when you see him actually play, it's like, bro, this dude is crazy, and he was
But
starting
you
to
gotta
close
play.
game. Yeah,
But you
that's
gotta
true.
play. You gotta play. And it's like, come on now. We already know what you are as a talent, but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting my return on my investment. I am
But
not
it
getting my return on my investment. So it just comes to a point to me like, bro, I mean, we can say a player is the most this, and this, but the best attribute is availability to me. That is the number one thing is can you sustain your body through a season into the playoffs? because he hasn't
That's
shown
true.
that. You know, so
But
he just
you,
hasn't shown it. Like you could be the most talented player, bro. Like, cause he clearly makes them better, but it don't matter if he's not there.
but Chris too, you gotta understand. It's like what's that shit called? A gamble because you gotta think about players like Embiid and Curry. People forget Curry first 4 years, nigga was always out too. Embiid didn't
I don't
play a
know,
lot
cause
his first
Curry's
few
ankles.
years.
We almost thought the Curry was gonna be out because he couldn't. His ankles weren't holding up.
Yep. And what happened? He became one of the greatest players ever. Joel Embiid become an MVP candidate after he couldn't stay on the court his first few years. Remember they was always talking about that process shit. Why this nigga wasn't playing? He processed. It's the process and process. And then you know what I'm saying he became
Man,
one of the better players in the league. So it's like
man,
you'll kind
I
of
hope that's the trend that it's going in, man, because it's looking pretty bad.
because like my only thing is with Zion. It's like when he plays, bro, that's a dude that you do want. And it's like he started getting better as the season was going. Because remember, I was like, man, I don't know about Zion, this, and that. And then his performance against Giannis, how he just started taking it to him in that second half, even though they still lost bro, he started taking it to Giannis now, bro. And it was just like this, you know, Giannis don't back down. Giannis ain't one of the ones where it's like, oh, he took it to Giannis and you just look past that. Nah, you taking it to Giannis. Giannis bring it every night. And the fact that Zion was going blow for blow with Giannis and literally was getting the better of Giannis in the second half. But like that type of stuff. And then he was having more and more fourth quarter performances where it's like, okay, he's figuring out how to win at winning time. It was a lot to like about Zion when he was playing, like in terms of his development, his growth. But like you said, he do got to be available. But it's just like say, man, shit, we go pay him and shit. We'll see. Nigga say shit because nigga the chance of him actually playing and getting over it outweighs him not. You know what I'm saying? If he don't do it, then shit, man, he just don't do it. You know, shit, we have to chalk that shit up. But if he can become what he's supposed to be, they got a potential dynasty on their hands. And don't forget, they got the Lakers pick still.
Yep.
So they got a lot of flexibility. They got a lot of young players they can move around. They got a lot of stuff they can do. So they still in a great position with or without Zion, but you would definitely want them to be there. But you know, you think they could upset the Nuggets? Who was the one thing in the eighth seed? Let me see.
Nah, they
Because
in the
we ain't talking
seventh
about.
seed.
Okay, they in the
They had to
seventh.
see Memphis.
That's what I was talking about earlier. But I like how they match up. But they both bring their own things to the table.
Who you leaning towards though?
That's the thing. If Zion returns from that can definitely shift the landscape. So
I ain't gonna lie. Zion
that
don't want
grant,
to. Zion really don't want to see them boys, bro. Zion have struggled mightily against Jaren Jackson. He really did.
but that was without his co-star beside him.
I give you that, but Dylan Brooks. I feel like Dylan Brooks and Jaren Jackson out of any other team in the West, like I would trust them on Ingram and Zion if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't just be like, oh shit, Ingram and Zion finna have their way. They're not gonna have their way against Brooks and Jared Jackson though. It's still gonna be a tough series, fully healthy or not.
Bro, what was his energy last year when they was in the playoffs?
Who?
Brooks and Jaren Jackson. They just didn't become good defenders this year.
They getting better though. They still young guys, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like I still like I still like Jaron Jackson's potential. He's still getting better. Jaron Jackson has been balling this year, like on the offensive end, and he's being more aggressive getting into the paint. He's still, hey, don't forget, shit, Jaron Jackson about 6'11", can move a little bit, can shoot. You say he developing his hook shot, and then he's the best defender in the NBA, in my opinion, as a rim protector. So hey, like Memphis still could do something, but my only fear with Memphis is they don't perform that well in prime time. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pelicans got on their ass. But in terms of personnel, I like Memphis too. So, but in terms of who I trust Willie Green. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. Any other matchup y'all want to talk about? We pretty much covered them all.
Yep, covered all the interesting ones.
All right, let's move on to the final stretch predictions. Anybody got some predictions? What are y'all predictions? I don't know. It could be anything.
Uh,
MVPs, all NBA team, most improved. It could be anything. You could have any whatever predictions you got. You want me to start? I got who I think will be a six man of the year. Surprise.
who?
Norman Powell for the LA Clippers. I know it's
That's
not a
not a bad
sexy
pick.
pick. Not a sexy pick, but Norman Powell has been balling, bro. 17 a game off that bench. Because I don't know if we can give it to Poole or give it to a dude like Hero. I don't think they in competition for it no more. Is they?
So I think when you start a certain amount of games, I don't think you can be in consideration no more.
Right now, the the six man of the year is Norman Powell, Tyrese Maxey, and Malcolm Brogdon. So those are the odds. Those are the three that got the most potential. I got Norman Powell, bro. Cause it seems like every time he's available, he's playing. Tyrese Maxey's been up and down. I feel like Norman Powell's been a little bit more consistent. Uh Brogdon is, he still deals with injuries all the damn time. So I feel like I wouldn't mind Norman Powell getting it, bro. I wouldn't mind Norman Powell getting it. Got Ben Matherin at four, Cam Thomas at five. They only doing that because his last couple games. They fake. But when it comes to six man of the year, anybody, anybody cross y'all mind? I got Norman Powell.
So did they just knock Russ out of it because of this trade?
I guess so.
Because I thought
I
he was
don't.
like the leading
I
candidate
don't.
for it.
Got to be on a. I don't know, and I think he's finna start for the Clippers anyway.
Yeah, he's
So
going to start, but I'm just saying as of right now, he's still been on the bench more than he's been a starter. But I
that's
guess
true,
that
but I
switched.
don't know.
Yeah, look, I guess it switched up pretty quick. I guess I don't know.
They don't want to give Russ nothing.
He didn't want that 6 man of the year trophy.
They don't want them to have it.
He could have put it next to his MVP trophy.
Mm. Y'all got any predictions on anything?
Oh, so well, it's probably not a bad prediction, but I feel like the Warriors gonna be knocked out of play-in contention, and they're gonna stay there.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That boy Curry getting hurt. That shit saved his damn. That saved him from a nigga like me. 'Cause I was on him. I was on him, boy. He was costing them games.
But
So you don't
yeah,
even think they'll make the play in?
nope, don't trust them.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. Any other Ray? You got a prediction?
I already made my prediction.
Yeah, because literally the Jazz are a game back from taking their spot. So yeah, I feel pretty confident. I mean, if I'm
I'm
yeah, I
I'm
feel
I'm gonna reiterate my prediction that I made after the during the trade deadline. Lakers is about to show out and be in that play in, and they about to shake some stuff up.
Okay. Well, all right. So those are predictions. I got Norman Powell for
Oh, and
6 man. Chris say Golden State not making the
my
play in. Ray say
my
Lakers
last
making.
bold prediction: Giannis about to snatch that MVP.
That's a bold prediction. Okay. I wouldn't be mad at it either, bro.
Whoa.
Giannis been balling, bro. Giannis been balling, bro.
I'm so
They clip.
disappointed in Tatum, man.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my
Oh man.
god,
I'm finna go
that play.
find it.
All
I'm
he
finna go
had
find
to
that play.
do, we always saying it though. All he had to, it was in his hand. All you gotta do is just play it solid every game. You out there, man.
Tatum one of
I
them
don't know.
dudes. It's like I feel like his confidence wavers. He be confident as hell one game, and then next game he looking at somebody else to do something. So it's like I don't know, bro. But man, Giannis getting an MVP, I wouldn't be shocked. You still got Jokic, Chris? Cause I still got Jokic. But
As of right now, yeah, but I could
I
see
say right now,
somebody
I
making
got
a.
Jokic right now. I'm just saying in this final stretch. That's why I said he about to come snatch the MVP.
mm. So well, I guess that'll be it for our predictions. Anybody got any other predictions? Anything else? Anything else y'all want to throw out there?
Uh,
Will Dame make? I'm gonna ask y'all this. I got a question. Will Dame make an All NBA team?
I don't think so.
no,
Do y'all have any idea who y'all would want as the guards for All NBA? It's 3 guard spots. Well, really,
Point
they're
two
probably
guard
guards,
gonna
spots.
put. They're probably gonna
De'Aaron
put
Fox, Luca,
Dry.
and yeah, and Ja.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, it's gonna be
No
probably
SGA.
gonna be Luca number one, first team. Ja gonna be second, and Fox probably gonna be third.
No SGA.
I was about to say, is he
Hold
listed
on a
as a
second.
PG?
What about Kyrie?
Oh man, that shit done got weird.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, Kyrie, you the one. Well, Kyrie got traded, so they probably will take him off. Ain't nobody got time to be
No, he
figuring
can
that shit
still.
out.
He was
It
still
ain't got nothing to
man.
do
He
with
was
East
balling
West.
out though.
It ain't got nothing to do with East West.
Oh well, if you don't got nothing, yeah, he still probably can get it. Shit, I don't know though. How many guard spots and do it got to be point guards, shooting guards? Is it like this here?
Yeah, now the
Yes,
bigs.
point
That's what
guard,
things
shooting
get. That's
guard.
what things get tricky. The bigs, but the guards and all that. Yeah, usually it's point guard, shooting guard. I don't know
Yeah,
though.
they still do point
Somebody gonna be
guard, shooting
snubbed.
guard.
It's gonna be
Uh,
Fox.
You think Fox gonna get snubbed?
Well, yeah, boy,
Yeah, because he wasn't even an All Star this year either.
yeah,
So, which is
yeah.
still
Like
crazy to me.
he didn't even make a reserve.
uh-uh.
What the? That's so sad, bro. He's
Oh
the third
man,
team in the West.
he the
He's
best
third
player
team in
on
the
his
West.
team, and his second best player made the All Star game.
Right,
That's so.
right.
Wow.
Is
Don't
that the
get me
first
started,
time in,
y'all.
in All Star history that happened? The second best player making the first player on the first.
It
Um,
probably not because of position. You know, it's so hard to make it as a guard.
I'm
But
trying to think of another situation where that's happened though,
I ain't gonna stunt.
especially in recent years. At
I
least,
would have. I would have let SGA play, and I would have made Fox because sometimes we got to reward winning, bro. And you can say Fox is one of the is a top 3 clutch player in the league right now. So it's
yeah.
like he done added to that
He contain like
winning.
when you said that like this was what before Christmas when you first brought that up, and he's continuously done it in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter. So it's like, bruh, I don't know.
because I was just watching the game and I was just like, damn, is Fox really doing all this in crunch time? Then they brought up the graphic. I said, oh damn, he been doing it this whole year, and then he continued to do it. So it ain't no fluke. Hopefully, we will see if it translate to the playoffs. But regular season, Fox has done everything in his power, and people aren't talking about how much better he's gotten, like as an overall basketball player. Because
Yeah.
watching Fox come out of Kentucky, he was just a gun, run, trying to be like John Wall. Like he done got to the point where it's like he got a mid range game, he got a floater game, he got a
A
3 point
pick and
shot.
roll game.
Yeah, picking like he done got so much better, bro. So shout out De'Aaron Fox, man. You wasn't an all star, bro, but keep putting in that work, dog. You get there. I really do feel like that's a crime. They went from a
He
laughing
definitely,
stock.
man. Forget All Star. He's playing at a close to superstar level.
Yeah,
Like he's past All Star at this point. How he been playing this year?
and you agree better than Halliburton.
Yeah,
Okay, because now I agree with you, Poole better than Simons, and now you agree with me. Fox is better than Halliburton. It's crazy how stuff goes full circle like that, man. But I got a little game for y'all real quick, man. Let me see if it's still on here. I hope it's still on here. Uh, before we get to our top 5 role players, let's play a game. Cause I seen this on Bleacher Report. They was like rank these 5 players:
Ooh.
Jerry Stackhouse, Sean Marion, Andre Karolinko, Karan Butler, Peja Stojakovic. Who wants to go first?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna put Sean Marion first. Uh,
Ooh.
Mm.
Jerry Stackhouse, scoring wise, at his peak, probably was the best scorer out of these. That's the underrated part about Jerry Stackhouse game. But he was probably also the well. I'll probably have to put Jerry Stackhouse last though because
Damn.
his little prime didn't last long. He burned out pretty fast and just became a role player for the rest of his career. Like he didn't sustain that level only like 2 or 3 seasons. So I have to put him last off that. But Karan Butler is right behind him. Like I put Karan Butler fourth.
Okay.
I put Andre Karolinko probably second, and I put Page third. Even though Page
Okay.
does have an MVP season, like he was playing at the MVP level, Andre Karolinko is the most balanced player out of all 5 of these guys. He was the same guy from day one to the last day he was on the court. He was a
Okay.
balanced guy. He was a mid range assassin. Could guard your best player 1 through 4 just about. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
he did exactly what you asked him to do.
You gonna hate my list then.
So
Sean
what was your five
Marion,
again? What was your 5 again, right? Like
Sean
in
Marion
order?
number 1,
Okay.
Andre Karolinko number 2, Page
Okay.
number 3, Karan
Okay.
Butler 4, Jared and Stack 5.
Okay. Uh, after we go through Chris and Mons, then we go talk about it. Go ahead, Chris.
So I had Paige one. I had Paige one. I had Karolinko two.
Okay.
I had Marion three. I had Butler four, and I had Stackhouse five.
Okay, that's not bad. See, I got Peja, Marion, Butler, Karolinko, Stackhouse. I was a big Karan Butler fan, but
He another one of those guys. His peak only like 2 or 3 years.
yep. I really like watching that Wizards team though, right? And I thought Karan Butler was pretty all right when he was playing with Kobe with LA.
And I
So
mean, he didn't have
I
his
thought he
coming
was all
out
right.
party till he got to the Wizards though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a dude. He was still getting like 15, 16, something like that. Like he wasn't no scrub.
And Kobe
So.
needed that Wizards Butler. He didn't need no 15, 16 Butler.
I think we all put Stackhouse last, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said,
What?
offensively, in his peak, he probably the best out of them. Like if you talking just a peaks, it's just it didn't
Yeah,
last long. Like he could do, man.
he wasn't that great of a role player. Like when he did have to be a role player, he wasn't all that. Like he wasn't a
That's the
great
thing. Like
shooter, wasn't a great defender.
some people are like a superstar at every level. So once they role get diminished, they don't know how to diminish their role. And I
Yeah,
think that was him because every level that he was on, Stackhouse was that guy. Even
yeah,
like when he first got to the league, he was that guy for a second. It just
yeah.
it couldn't sustain it though.
And he wasn't never great at anything. Like you can't just be like, oh man, Jerry Stackhouse will lock you up. Oh, or Jerry Stackhouse
He
a
was
great
he was a
shooter.
solid defender.
Solid.
Like everything he did was just solid. Like it was nothing that he was just like, oh man, he excelled at this.
Yeah.
Maybe his
But
maybe his no, I can't even say that. He was now athletically before some of his injuries and he got older. That was probably one thing he did excel at was his athleticism.
yeah.
His finishing ability was pretty good.
People probably gonna kill us for this because people probably saying Karan Buller's not better than Jerry Stackhouse. I'd take him.
Karan Butler for sure. I'll take Karan over. I just don't see how
I,
y'all take. We had this debate about Pager and Sean Marion, man. Sean Marion, man, come on, man. Sean Marion is the most consistently good player on this list. Pager Stockton had a fall off, and he became a role player. Sean Marion was probably had the best years for the longest amount of time out of everybody on this list.
Man,
I mean,
Page
but
is
it's
so
just
cold.
Pagers.
Page is so
Pagers
cold. He
just
made Sean Marion win him his ring.
oh, I don't know about all that, but I mean, Pedro Stojakovic, he was an All NBA player, bro. He literally made an All NBA team, and he's 3-time All Star. Pedro Stojakovic wasn't no scrub, bro. And it's just like his role is just so easy to plug and play. Marion too, but I don't
I
know,
really have
man.
Sean Marion. I ain't gonna lie. He a two-way
Oh,
player.
Sean Marion was a 2-time All NBA,
Sean Marion
and then
can
he was
go
first
as a
on All
one through
Star.
five just about. Can shoot the three. Can drive. All right, come on, man. He was a defensive anchor as a hybrid power forward slash small forward on an offensive driven team. He was the only
It's close
defensive
between
plug
them.
on a team
It,
at
it's
one point.
it's close between them two. So it's like it's apples and oranges. I'm just like I just feel like I can just plug and play Peja and it'll be fun. That boy done had 3 seasons over 20. Two, four seasons over 20. So I like it, it's nothing wrong with either one. But
But
I just lean towards Peja.
Sean Marion got 4 seasons with at least 10 or more rebounds,
I mean, it's either
and
or, Bray. It's either or.
and he
I,
had he had 5 seasons in a row where he was giving you at least 19 and 9
it's
in a
either
row.
or still, man.
From
I
his
still got to
third
be
year,
either or,
by
dog.
his third year, he was giving you at least 19 and 9. And what really his fourth year, he was 21 and 9. And then by his sixth year, he was 22 and 12. That's crazy. Like when you think about, bro was only 6'7". Sean Marion
Yeah,
was 6'7", giving you
definitely one of
12
the better
rebounds a
rebounders.
game.
Yeah. Hey man, we agree to disagree, man. I don't hate Sean Marion, man. I'm a Stojakovic guy. But y'all ready to move on to the top 5 role players? Chris, I don't know if you got your list, but we rocking and rolling, man.
Absolutely not. But I
Okay,
can
it's cool.
critique. I can critique y'all's.
Okay, so Ray, you want to go first? You want me to go first? We don't know
You can go
because
first.
the thing with the role players and the reason why I wanted to talk about role players is because I feel like man, role players are damn near just as important as the stars. Like you can't win without stars, but the stars know they can't win without the role players. So and I just be looking at the league. It's a lot of really good role players in the league right now. And I feel like they're all on a few teams. It's like a few teams have multiple really good role players. So, and I was just looking at the Celtics because the Celtics almost beat the Bucks. Didn't the Bucks have to go into overtime with the Celtics role players?
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, how is this possible? And then I just looked. I'm like, bro, these dudes got so many good role players. It don't make no sense. So when I made my list, I really, I just kind of shortened it, and it really don't matter. But I have for this year, I got Derek White just because he stepped up so much. I think he been averaging like 23 his last few games. So I got Derek White. Then the crazy thing is Malcolm Brogdon is right there. So that's two Celtics. Then I got Brandon Clark from Memphis, Norman Powell for the Clippers, and then I have Al Horford for the Celtics.
You
Those are
have
my top
three
five.
Celtics.
Three Celtics, bro. Three Celtics. That's crazy. So you see the title. The Celtics have three top 10 role players. I really could have. You really could stretch it. You could stretch and say they got about 4 or 5 of the top 10 role players. But go ahead, Ray. Go ahead with your list. I got three Celtics.
I got Malcolm Brogdon, Larry Nance Jr., Derek White, Nick Claxton, and Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon. I think Aaron Gordon is low key done outpaced being a role player. But you still put him as a role player. But Aaron Gordon, hey, he done became way more than just a dunker slasher, like how he used to be in
That's
Orlando.
role play. Your role on a team can be you a scoring machine. They don't like when somebody say you a role player. Don't diminish that. It's like, man, you ain't nobody. Like you can still have one of the most important roles on that team. Just like everybody is a role player on the team. Jokic's role is he's the star. Like that's a
Yeah.
role. Like so, just because we label it role player, I think we got to be more like we got to specify sometimes like what type of role player is he? Is he a riding the bench guy? Is he a six man? Is he a 3 and D guy? Like when you start
Yeah.
to you just riding the bench, yeah, okay, then yeah, you just a typical role player. But if you got an actual role on the team, that's nothing to just you can't slight that.
Are we considering Brooke Lopez a role player?
Yep.
I can say yeah,
Surprise.
defensive anchor.
Damn, we left
I
out
think
Brick
he's
Lopez.
up there. I think he's up there.
Same. Oh, Ray, you down to do a man? We got to expand on this role player list. This is interesting, and there ain't nobody doing it. But one day we gonna have to expand on this list. This was fun,
I
but
can say but no, I'll talk about that later.
but Chris, now do you got any other role players to pop off on your brain that you hear our list?
Well, I have Brooke Lopez, and then man, I had another one on the top of my head. And I forgot this. I had him too, and I lost it.
Brook Lopez is a good one. Say me, man, we could do a top 25, top 30 role players or something. But
Um, I feel like you could throw Mikael Bridges up there.
I think he about
I,
to
I
ascend
hate
past that.
Mikael Bridges.
I think he about to ascend to.
Yeah, I think
I'm not.
now he's gonna pass that
Whoa,
point.
whoa, whoa, hold on, Chris. What you finna say, Ray?
I think he about to ascend. I'm not saying he about to just become a top 10, 15 player, but I think he about to
He's
be
gonna
much
have a
more than what
bigger
we've been
role.
seeing.
He's gonna have a bigger role for sure.
Say, man, hey, y'all be fooled by that 45 y'all want to.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not saying that's gonna be like what I'm expecting to see. I just think he's gonna have a bigger role.
Hmm.
He had like 25 the first game he got. Oh my god, he had like 25 the first game he got there though.
Nah, I'm just I gotta keep my same energy. I don't like
And the
Mikael
second game
Bridges.
he played kind of bad, but then the next game he dropped 45.
I just keep the same energy with Mikael Bridges. I don't like that dude. I feel like he was overrated last year. I feel like Dorian Finney-Smith is better in terms of defense, but I guess it's crazy how I used to always put them two against each other. Now they on the same damn team.
Finney gonna be Finney. I mean, I don't think Finney's
He's a
gonna.
real role player.
Yeah,
He's one
he.
of the last real, just
When you
nothing
look at
else
like
role.
a player like Bruce Bowen, like, hey man, y'all go get the stars. I'm gonna do what I do every year. Like
Yeah,
that's what I feel like Finney like, and there's something wrong with that. You need a player like that who's like, man, I'm okay with playing this role. Because when you got too many people that's trying to play a bigger role than what they supposed to be playing, that's where things
yeah, like
it
Vince
just
Carter trying to be a number one option. Say, man, you going at your role, bro. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
right.
When they got quiet, I'm just playing, right, bro. I'm
I was
just
ain't
playing.
I was ain't gonna bring nothing about that up.
But but now, is it anybody in NBA that's playing out of their roles? Now that y'all bring that up, that you were like, hey, I don't like him in this role, but if he was in this role, I'll like him.
um, I mean, if we would have been talking about this 2 years ago, I probably would have said Tobias Harris. But now I
Oh,
just don't see it.
yeah, no, man.
That's why I said if we was talking about this 2 years ago, that's who I would have said. But
Speaking of
now it's
Tobias
like,
Harris, he just hit a clutch shot.
Say,
They
bro,
took their first lead since the first quarter.
hey, Tobias Harris is
And he just
not
made a good
bad.
defensive. Oh man, Tobias Harris done showed out now. Oh my God,
I guess we
I
just
really
needed
told
to
threw
you.
this
talk
game
about him.
away. That's crazy. Well, they still got 23 seconds. They down three, but man, they shouldn't even be in this predicament right now.
What just happened?
First, Tobias Harris hit a three to take the lead, by they was up one.
They
Morant
playing
on the
Memphis,
other,
ain't they?
yeah, Morant
Okay,
came
keep
on the
on.
other end, try to hit a midi, but Tobias played great defense. He missed that. It was a loose ball. It was trying to get the rebound. 76 of them getting the rebound, and Embiid already had took off, so they just threw the ball down the court. Now they up three by three.
Sounds like some Memphis shit.
I told y'all about Memphis in prime
Morant been
time.
playing
What
bad
did I
all
just
game
say?
though.
But what did I just tell y'all about Memphis in prime time? They lose every prime time game. And
You
watch,
said
watch
they
they
came
they
out
finna
on
go on a
fire.
3-0 streak now that they not gonna be on TV. Watch they finna go on a 3-0 game winning streak. Now they
They say
when they get
Bane
off.
came out in the first quarter, had 19 points in the first quarter. They only scored 2 points the next quarter.
So what he ended up with?
He ended up having 21 points in the first half.
No, what I'm saying, what he ended the game with, you don't know?
I've been off and on watching the game
Oh,
now.
okay. But anybody in any roles that you wish they was in a different role, feel like they would be better?
Uh,
He said Tobias Harris, but
I would love to see Jalen Green
Mm,
on a different
Nah,
type of role.
I ain't sticking with that Tobias. I'm just saying, like, because we had brought him up earlier. That's the only reason why I said it.
I
Jalen
would,
Green.
I would wish to see Jalen Green in the
Jalen Green needs to go to another team.
That's what I'm saying.
But we gotta stop
I would
doing
love to
that.
see him on in an organization that I just want to see him winning
No,
basketball because the type of basketball they be playing is not. They ain't even organized basketball, but they be out there playing
get a
street ball.
different coach, right? Why we gotta move these dudes to different teams? Why we
You
gotta
just
move these
asked
dudes to
you
different teams?
you just asked the question. Now you get
I
mad.
said different. I said different role. I ain't say different team. I'm talking about like, oh, this dude's a third option. I mean, a first option, but he really would be like a third option on a championship team, something like that. But you was trying to switch a
So
nigga out of
how
team.
you gonna change a team? That means you got to change their team. Then how they gonna go from a number one
Well, I
option
get
to
okay.
third option on a
Well, you
championship team?
can't.
They win a championship team when he was a first option.
Well, you right, but goddamn, dude was in year two.
But Houston is not getting good no time soon, unless they
I
luck
just feel
up in
like they
this
need to fire the
draft.
coach. I feel like they just need to fire the coach because that coach he don't even be looking confident. He don't look like he be on nothing.
I don't think
Man,
no
that
coach
coach,
would look
he
confident in
just
that
glad
situation.
he just glad he get a paycheck, man.
He be looking up. He came from Dallas, Chris. The coach that the Rockets got, Steven Silas. He was
Yeah,
with
I know.
Oh,
assistant
that's
with,
Paul Silas' son.
Yep.
I think so.
Okay, I didn't
But
know
Terrible,
he,
yeah, I
I didn't
know
know I didn't
that,
know he was their coach.
that he
terrible.
has
He's
been looking terrible.
That's not fair to assess that he a terrible coach because he look who we coaching. Coaching a whole
now.
bunch of
Hey,
first year, second year players.
no. What? How I judge a coach is by like fucking out of bounds plays, after timeout execution, and just general structure of offense and defense.
How
I
you know
don't
they
like his
not? How you know they not
lineups.
just executing? How you know it's all on like his play calling? How you know they just not executing on what he called?
It's no calls. You just said it's street one-on-one basketball. It's no offense
Exactly.
being
So
ran. It's no offense being ran.
I'm saying
There's
though,
no system in place.
how you know they not calling their own number out there?
He needs to go.
That steals on the coach. Why the hell these niggas calling their own number?
That means, hey, in my eyes, Ray, that just means motherfuckers ain't listening. If they ain't listening to you, then you gotta go.
Man. But anything else y'all want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Oh yeah, I thought you was gonna do that little rant on the All Star game or All Star weekend.
Hey, I don't want to talk about this shit no more.
They said this was the lowest watched All Star game in All Star game history.
I didn't watch the All-Star game. I was watching the celebrity game and some of the
I
other
fell
stuff.
asleep at halftime. I woke back up like mid third quarter, and Team Giannis was blowing Team LeBron out. I'm like, I'm going back to sleep.
You fell asleep at halftime.
Yep.
Bro, shout out DK Metcalf. That nigga dunked like 4 times.
Yep. Celebrity game was better than the All Star game. I
That
told
shit
y'all.
really was. You seen the dude
I
almost hit
told
that game
y'all.
winning half court shot in the
Yep, I
celebrity
told
game?
y'all.
Right, see, right now what I told you. I told y'all, Chris. I told y'all. Y'all, I had made a celebrity game banner. Y'all, celebrity game, celebrity. And Chris, I still got when you was talking shit about Mac McClung. You lucky I was sick, boy. Ooh
First
wee.
of all, first of
Ooh.
all, let's talk about it. We can go ahead and talk about it. We can discuss it. I am not knocking Matt McClung for winning it. I'm not taking nothing away from him. The only
Boy,
point I
you
was trying to make
laughed.
is that, huh?
You laughed at the
You said,
mention of his
man, how they got a G League?
And I still stand on that because, bro, it is
Here
still
go Dylan
300
Brooks
players in the
almost fighting somebody
NBA.
again. That's
There are
crazy.
300 players in the NBA, and you had to go to the G League. That's not cool. That is not
But
that's
cool.
but
These
that's on
niggas
the
in the league need
stars.
to go. These niggas in the league is soft. These niggas scared to lose. They ain't trying to get embarrassed on national TV, but yet they can get their ankles broke, when they playing lackluster. Like, bro, like niggas don't just be doing this shit for the fun anymore. They too worried about their goddamn ego. That shit, man, hell no.
It's people like
I ain't
Ray.
going for that
The only
shit.
thing that matters is winning. It's people like Ray. The only thing that matters is winning. Nothing else matters. Championships, championships,
hey, man,
championships.
winning ain't everything. It's the only thing.
And that's why the regular season is terrible. The regular season used to matter.
That matters too.
But I'm saying you can't
You
shit on
gotta win a
people.
regular season to get to the
But
postseason.
but but this what a lot of people do though. It's like we don't appreciate people for having great regular seasons no more. Now it's like, oh, but you ain't do nothing in the playoffs. You ain't won no chip. It's like, God
That's what Legends
damn.
made. Legends ain't made in the regular season. Name me one regular
Car-
season legend. He ain't
Carmelo
no
Anthony.
man. Come on now. When I say legend, I'm talking about is a solidified all time great player. He got too many holes in his resume. He got too much that left on the table that he didn't grab.
NBA 75.
Eh.
But how did he get his
Then
NBA
Debussy,
75
how you say
status?
his last name?
Raynard, how did he get his NBA 75 status though? Carmelo Anthony.
Same way Dame Lillard got it.
Regular season, huh?
He probably
I
got it
just
from
feel
his
like,
paycheck.
but shit, man,
Please, man, you let me on this list.
but
No,
to
I'm
be
not. No, I ain't about to badmouth Carmelo because at one point he's still one of the best
a
players I've
vicious
seen
scorer.
in my time of living. He's one of the best players I've seen.
alpha
But
scorer, bro. I love these games, but
I'm
but
not
I
gonna.
don't
I'm
know,
not.
man.
It's still levels though to that 75 list. You got
But
the
but
you
I'm
got the legendary tier. You got the elite tier. Well, first off, you got the godly tier, the legendary tier, the elite tier, the great tier. Then you got the good tier. Then you got the people that's like, I
I
guess.
guess we coming up on here 2 hours. So man,
Oh, and I
any
need to
last
shout
words?
out Donovan Mitchell, man. I forgot that he did participate in the slam dunk contest,
He sure did. Shout out
and
Spider
he
Man.
won that hoe.
Shout out Spider Man.
The last real one that we have.
I hate how he walking, how
Hey,
his mouth be
Mac
looking though.
McClung said he about to make an entrance.
Oh man.
Look, I ain't trying to knock him, man, but I'm like, come on now, like it's
He
niggas,
got
niggas
G
soft,
League.
man.
He came from G League Player of the Year last year to win the slam dunk contest. It's only up from here. We don't know what
He
he
done
got.
signed the Puma. He signed the shoe deal to Puma.
They
Hmm.
saying he done say the dunk contest. I'm like, y'all say this every other year.
That's true. But dunk contest go
He
forever
did
be
save
on
it
life
this year because
support.
if it wasn't for him, that slam dunk that would have been the worst dunk contest I ever seen in my whole life.
Last year was the worst I've ever seen.
I finna say
Last
we too young
Juan
to know about.
Toscano Anderson. They was talking. Say, bro. She was interviewing Juan Toscano at the end. She was like, well, people are saying this is one of the worst gun contests as he's the winner. He was sitting there like, well, I don't know. That was the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen after somebody done won
Hey
something.
man, as long as nobody does a layup in a dunk contest like Daryl Armstrong did, you cannot call a dunk contest the worst. Is at least if they did at least when Michael Finley tried to do a cartwheel, you cannot
Bruh.
call it the worst dunk contest. That man,
Oh,
I don't even know what that was.
as
That
long as
cartwheel was
Dwayne Wade
broke.
wasn't judging. Remember Dwayne Wade was giving Dwayne Wade was low balling some people a whole year 1 year. Like a whole
No,
year.
that Dr. J used to be known for that. He was a tough critic. I'm like, bro, Dr. J, come on now. I know you a great dunker, but we not about to act like all your slam dunks in the dunk contest are just 50s. Like, come on, man. You can't just be this harsh of a judge.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with some of these dudes, man. But yeah, man, we gotta get out of here, man. It's getting about that time, man. So y'all see the names. Didi know about Ray, White Boy Chris, man. Till next time. Ah ha 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 ha. Damn, I ain't even click in.